Yeah, there's like 6 of us now.
3 was the original number.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Three neutral characters walk into the bar.
Accompanied by other people.
It's like 6 neutral characters walk out.
You walk around, you don't really see anything for fun. This seems to be a pretty on edge town. You find
the active war supplies.
You find a slaughterhouse district, and then you've got the armory and blacksmith. And those are really the only 2 things, and the big dome building, but you're not allowed to go in there. The door is locked. And guarded.
Let's go to the tavern because I know that's where he's going to go.
Alright.
The vanilla dome, you see.
The what?
The vanilla dome.
Mario World?
Yes.
Alright, and you leave and go to the armory. There is a
Right after
person there.
Blacksmith?
I think the one, like the shortest area was Butterbridge. It's like, this is a whole 2 pieces of level. And then you get a boss.
It was...
Yeah. Like, there were 2 different bridges. Butterbridge was the shorter one, and then the longer one was on top. Or I might be getting the names mixed. There were 2 bridges. They all led to Ludwig.
Alright, so you get to the armory. There's the blacksmith who is working the forge right now. There's a person behind the counter, and then there's another person. There is a man behind the counter. There's a man leaning against the wall, and then there's a man working the forge.
I'm going to greet them all and very politely and say, "Hello, my friends. My name is Bob, short for Robert."
Hello?
I am in the right place. This is the blacksmith.
Anything you need for battle, we can give it to you, says the guy behind the counter.
Well, I was wondering, can you make any improvements to my weapons, or...
We can tune them up, sure.
Oh, sorry, just personal thought.
We can tune them up, sure. What do you need?
Alright, well, I've got this sword and this crossbow as main weapons. I haven't really used this sword very much, and I was wondering if you could check it out to make sure it's good and even. I was wanting to see if there's anything you can do with the crossbow.
Well, ranged weapons aren't really my forte. I'm better with the up close and personal.
I understand.
Good Fletchers are really hard to find.
Yeah, I imagine they would be. Not as common
as blacksmith.
Yeah.
But I can certainly take a look at that sword.
Alright. And the sword.
He takes the sword, he looks at it, feels it, he's like, this is quite a beautiful sword. I must ask, where did you get this?
Oh, my friends gave it to me. They laughed a little bit whenever they gave it to me, though.
That's strange. This is a very, very nice piece. But there's nothing I can do to this one. It's impeccable.
Oh.
Impeccable.
Here's the back.
You should start using it on me.
Well, I also have the short dagger, just in case I get
I'm
up
gonna give
close.
him the dagger.
Yeah, you give me a dagger. Is there anything improvement you can make to it?
I mean, we could sharpen it up for you for like 5 silver pieces. But honestly, it's
I wonder how the scorpion's would taste.
not too bad.
Can you make me a sheath for the sword, then?
That we can do. That'll be some amount of gold. I'm going to switch to someone else while I look it up.
I'm going to ask
I'm also going to ask him if he can make any bolts for me.
Again, I do believe that's probably a Fletcher.
Yeah, that's a Fletcher, not a blacksmith.
Fletcher has to do with bows, crossbows, bolts, arrows. That sort of shindig.
But I mean, it can't be hard to make a bolt.
Have you made one before?
Those things have to be weighted and like measured.
Yeah. Then you should know that it is.
Well, for a crossbow.
It has to, same thing with a bow. If you have an unbalanced arrow, that thing is going to like fucking sink into the ground.
That'll be it'll cost you 5 gold pieces, and it'll take me. This one's gonna have to be custom. I don't have any sheaths that'll fit this one, so
Like,
you're gonna have to give me about a week or so to get you that.
Could you imagine the end of an arrow being like heavy, and then you like try to shoot it and it starts flipping?
That could happen if you make it incorrectly.
An arrow that you shoot like a garlic knife. That'd be fun.
Now you have to roll a percent die. Will it hit? Will it do damage? Will be the real thing.
It either does 1d2 non-lethal or 1d8 lethal.
See, that's when it'd be really interesting to have like off balance enchanted arrows, because they still do the enchantments. It's just like arrows of death, just like, and then the guys are just like looking at it because it was like.
And then it, like, the blunt
then
side hits them in the shoulder and he just dies.
Yeah. Like, everyone's laughing for a second, then he slowly falls over and it's like, what?
Yeah, like a minor arrow of death. If they don't save that, that's 62 instant damage from the enchantment. I'm not saying like if it got pierced, it'd be like that damage, and then death. Yeah. A regular arrow of death is like 112.
So 5 gold pieces in a week.
Alright, I'm gonna give him 5 gold pieces. I'm going to ask him if there's any place where I can practice with the sword, or there's
Everyone here practices some sort of weapon. You could just probably ask a stranger in the street if you could spar with them for a couple minutes. That's normal around here. Everyone's ready for battle. Everyone likes to keep ready for battle. The person leaning up against the wall says, You're definitely not from around here. What brings you to this city?"
Well, I'm with my friends on an adventure. I'm trying to impress my father. You see, he's a magician, and he's very disappointed that I was never able to conjure magic.
I see.
Yes, he also beats me regularly.
So you'd like to do great things, I imagine.
I want to do very great things. There's nothing I am not willing to do to achieve these great things.
Well then, you came to the right place. This is the place where people make names for themselves. He chuckles a little bit and it's like, My name is Ganai.
Oh,
You
is
know,
the city named after you?
Little bit. The city's pretty old. So am I, though. So am I.
it's just. I'm sorry for interrupting again, but this whole these past 2 or 3 sessions, I've just had this artifact sitting in my backpack, or not artifact, but extremely
Oh yeah, that
powerful item, and it's just like
What?
no one knows, I'm just kind of jovially going along. It's like it's like
What powerful item?
you don't know.
No, I don't. That's what I'm asking.
You're not near me or know about it. You will find out.
Where was he when we did that?
Locked up, I believe. Oh no, he wasn't playing.
Yeah,
He was. I think he was.
We went to the barn right at the session ended when I got the stone, and we went to the barn the next.
Oh, so it was right before you
Yeah,
saw
So
it.
yeah, you don't know anything about this.
Yeah. But, well, I would like to do anything to make myself great and powerful.
Well, do you know what we do here, sir?
You take copious amounts of drugs.
Not
Yeah, the
particularly.
dice on this.
No. We
It's not a die, it's clay.
That's worse.
It's an eraser.
Oh, is it?
we
Everyone's
protect
wrong
the
about
land.
this. You know, I will disbelieve. It is a flying crab that decides not to fly.
Would you happen to know the true origins of this island?
Oh, very much so.
Actually, you'd have to roll for that one because you might not. That's ancient history.
Or
They're
is he
not.
just bluffing and wants to seem impressive?
Yeah. You don't.
I don't want to know, but I do want to know.
No, he wasn't asking if you wanted to, he was asking if you did know.
Oh.
Yeah, he was asking you if you had.
I'd say, alright. I say, no, I was never able to hear about it in any of my travels.
Well,
I would love to hear that.
I prepared shit, you guys.
And you have one party member listening.
You know what? I don't even care. Everyone gets to hear it. He gets to relay the message. Also,
not going to.
but it's still, and y'all might hear it later. I just have to say it again.
Posterity.
Yeah.
No one will listen if I say anything.
Well,
Not true. It's just no one will care.
No one will want to listen.
the island of Io is not quite as old as the rest of the lands.
Like the moon?
It's actually spelled different, but yes, pronounced the same way. You see, once there was an attack by rogue gods.
What?
No one knows where they came from, but they wanted this world for themselves. War broke out. The rogue pantheon selected avatars who were hand-picked by them. The goddess of magic turned herself human in order to guide them and create a portal that will let the others through.
This seems familiar.
Nonsense.
The rogue gods were defeated in the end, but then a bigger threat was unleashed upon the world. The Crystal Child.
Wait, what?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, that was when
That's
No,
what-
there was
that was
an
the-
ancient god that was also unleashed upon the world, wasn't there? That the Crystal Child is the one that were.
y'all stopped that.
Did we?
Yes,
Yeah, we
y'all
beat
stopped
this.
that.
It was a whole like anticlimactic like battle. And they're like, use the thing, and we used. It's like it's like battling Ganon. It's like use the thing, and he dies.
I guess I had zoned out because Stinson was dead. Sorry.
Yeah, y'all.
It was pretty much using the silver arrow on Ganon.
Oh, okay.
And we were like, we had to find a way out of this collapsing dimension, and we did somehow.
I do not remember any of
And then
that.
we went to CC's, and
Was I live? Was I playing at that point?
yes, you were playing. We went to CC's, and then she was dead, and we said no, and we didn't go find the Crystal Child because we said fuck that.
And because y'all didn't
And
find
some other heroes took care of that because
Yeah.
we were like.
and
we
because you
had
didn't go after
enough.
the Crystal Child, this island was created.
I really don't remember any of that.
So the Crystal Child, an ancient being that never should have been released.
Yeah.
I'd just like to
the war
point
between-
out that, technically speaking, I used candy to lure out that beast into this world as a gender fluid
This was a different game.
hobgoblin.
This was a different game for those of y'all who are
my.
listening to this and not know the thing.
This.
These events
I
was
wasn't gender fluid by my choice.
I'm missing out major plot points here.
this was an old game. This was the last game we played. Complete
Yeah,
game.
this was on my channel. It was Stinson's Pathfinder. If y'all want to go back and listen to it at any point, a lot of them are up there, not all of them. Although I just found a bunch more of them, so maybe they will be at some point.
But yeah, I decided to go ahead and make that first game the birth of this game because why not? But yeah,
Wasn't it at the dockside? Something else that happened?
yes,
with them?
something else that happened
Yeah,
there.
there were abelisks, which are these.
Sea monsters.
That's not
No, like-
that's not even just scraping the
beginning of
surface of
Dockside.
what those sons of bitches are. They're ancient underwater demons, like crab things.
Almost beheaded.
Are you related?
Yeah, he almost beheaded it with a fucking dick.
Almost.
But
You were
exposition,
so
guys.
close using that.
Exposition. I'm not done
Oh.
yet. But the
we were
war
talking about memory.
We're getting our
Memory.
nostalgia.
nostalgia all over your exposition. I apologize.
Sorry.
So the war between the gods already left the land fragile.
It's just my nostalgia.
The,
going everywhere.
The Crystal Child unleashed true devastation. Eventually, the other gods were able to lock her up, but not before almost the entire continent that used to be here was lost to the waves. This island is all that remains of that continent,
Oh.
and its land has been warped by the magic. The very climate and it's been warped.
Oh yeah, the planar shard did fuck up.
Yeah, that wasn't actually. He doesn't necessarily know this, but that wasn't the Crystal Child. Most of it, anyway.
Well, no, the
Or
climate.
didn't she leave with that at some point?
Yeah, the Crystal Child ended up being.
Yeah, she fucked it up even more. We got the shard, and fucked up, or when we took the shard, the place that was there was fucking up and it was expanding. It just so happens that we didn't need that shard anymore, and when she killed Cece, she took it.
Oh.
And remember, there's a good reason we said we're done. We are seasoned adventurers.
Wait, she killed Cece?
Yeah, she was.
Fuck. How do I not remember this shit?
Actually, y'all wouldn't necessarily know this, but Cece was actually the goddess of magic who turned herself human to guide you.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, you. As soon as you said that, I was like, oh, so that's what.
Yeah,
I missed it.
Yeah, he missed it.
Huh.
But yeah.
I'm playing a character with an 11 intelligence. I don't connect stuff as well when I do.
Y'all got played in that last campaign, so you are given all of that information.
Well,
but
you know what?
but
My
wait,
plan was to
well,
ditch that failing universe and start a new one.
but
So fuck all of that. I had a better idea.
there is still more exposition, so be quiet.
Wait, no. I have one last thing.
Wait, no!
I had an adequate point with this.
Now you have.
If we would have gone with my idea and made this second universe anyway, it would have destroyed the Crystal Child and that fucking shard.
But the land was left alive. The very island was sentient. And then realized that she was being laid claim to, and she grew angry. So
Sounds like a rape story.
she made an army of constructs and waged war on the people who lived on her, decreeing that no one would be allowed to claim too much of her land. That's what this city is.
Sounds like an SJW.
After the War of the Land, most of the constructs died. The island was tired. So, I'm one of the last remaining, as well as my sister, Magni. She's a little bit more fragile, so she stays inside of the fortress in the center of this town. But together, we make sure that we protect the world. We'll protect the land from becoming conquered for our mother Io. Everyone here helps out. Anyone who wants to help out can stay here.
Really
Check the world.
See, look, that is why.
And it pisses me off because none of us are gonna fucking know a thing about.
That's why I wanted to say it so bad. Isn't this badass, you guys?
And no one's gonna listen to me whenever I tell
Don't worry,
them.
they all hear this. You can all hear the story if they talk to you, these two people. But
The fact is,
We-
we'll hear it.
we are currently here because the Ferals have started towing the line between taking too much land. They've been expanding their borders and they don't like letting others in. That's making Io pretty upset. So here we are, making sure that they don't spread too much further than where they are now. We're almost at constant war with them. They're pretty bad.
Well,
More hands are always accepted.
Dimension.
I look at him for a second and I say,
Best idea ever, guys. So trust me.
well, isn't there a lot of leftover power? Couldn't you go back to the original source and use it to destroy any oncoming force?
Well, she doesn't want to commit genocide every 100 years or so.
But wouldn't that be setting an example?
Well, to be fair,
His childhood is showing through.
he's like, no.
I'm sorry, you poor abused boy. But that's not how the rest of the world works.
Your childhood is showing.
We protect the land so that the land doesn't have to.
Well, is there a way that we could get her to awaken to strengthen or make more guardians, or
If you don't quite understand the power of a woman scorned, do you, my friend? This island.
I've never had a girlfriend, I'm sorry. My
If,
father
this, if,
said
this,
I wasn't worthy.
if our mother Io wakes up, it is because she is angry. And if she is angry, everyone she's angry at will perish.
Well, isn't that
Oh no,
isn't
the
that a
PMS
good
cycle.
thing?
Not all the ones on this island are bad. She will take it out on most everyone on this island. There will be another war between the living and the constructs. It was devastating the first time around.
And you don't want to have to live through another war like that?
Yeah, it sucked a lot, let me tell you.
I see. Well, is there a way to gain some of her power without waking her up and invoking her rage?
The only power of hers that remain are the few constructs that remain. There's myself, Magni. We have another sister on the other side of the mountains. Her name is Tenai.
Oh.
What?
When you were saying it earlier, I thought he was saying he was one of the people left alive from the war.
No, he's one of the constructs.
That wasn't clear.
Sorry.
At least
Yes,
to me.
he's one of the last few constructs. He's in charge around here, as
What
it
does he
were.
look like then?
What is he made of?
He looks human.
Okay.
He appears human.
Oh.
So it's a flesh construct. Which is...
From the earth.
Or
Fun times.
But
there's some really weird lab underneath here, and there's a bunch of androids.
Let's stick
Or he's
her
just
down.
insane.
Yeah.
yeah, he could be insane.
I don't
They're
know.
building it up like, yeah, I made this really cool backstory.
But
There
it's
was
just
this
a religion.
crazy guy.
It's
Who
just a
talks about
religion.
shit that's complete bullshit.
Come on, y'all.
He's just
You
some
have
drunk.
to admit that was pretty badass exposition.
Speaking of someone being crazy, watch the new JonTron video. Like, just
It's just some.
I'm
random-
sorry.
Sponsored by JonTron.
I'm sorry, YouTube, but god damn it, that Christmas video.
Um,
Just the ending. Don't care if you don't like him. Just watch the very end of it. That man is genuinely crazy. Not John. Some random
Things
person.
happened. Things happened.
but
He was doing a live segment, and this random crazy person came up to him and started shouting a bunch of random stuff at the crowd with the microphone. He
Oh.
he kind of gently took it from John, and it was just.
Oh.
And as soon as he was done and got the microphone back, he was like, "Let's get the fuck out of here." Beautiful.
Y'all made me lose my train of thought. Well,
How late do y'all want to play today, by the way?
It's already midnight.
Yeah, I was about to say it's midnight now.
I usually get to go a bit tired around like 3-ish.
In the morning.
Yeah.
I have work tomorrow.
So do I, but you know,
Wouldn't tell you have work in the morning. Please tell me it's in the morning.
11:15.
Yes.
But I'm going to want to play longer than anyone else is still.
I know.
no, you won't. I'll keep playing until it is time for you to go to work.
I've got until the next.
that.
I have pretty much. I have part. Depending on what city you go to after Ganai, I either have none of it prepared or some of it prepared. Ganai took a lot of work. Okay, you guys.
Who says we're leaving?
I mean, I gotta be
Because
here
you
for
the
a
story
week.
decide, no, the last of our armies must be silenced and just wage war on the cities. No, that would end pretty quick, wouldn't it, after, like, come to think. That wouldn't prolong the
I ask him. I tell him, well, my party is actually the people I came here with. They're actually have a grudge against them and want to go and fight them, kind of. But they're not the kind to do things for free, as you see. They're not.
No,
They're not as abused as me.
They're not as abused as me.
Well, we do have a you keep what you kill policy. So if you do happen to end a pharaoh, you can keep whatever they have on them. Sometimes they've got valuables.
Same thing we do for everything.
Except we usually forget to loot the bodies.
No.
You
No,
have, I think, a couple.
I forgot the one guy at the start, and then I couldn't loot everybody else before, like, getting y'all out of there.
Yeah.
I didn't have any more spells left. I needed to also probably be out of there until I got here.
You see, this is more of a volunteer basis. We don't force anybody to do these things. People come here when they want something to fight, or when they want to disappear from somewhere, or when they want to protect something.
Well,
I just can't move it. Alcohol.
That was a good talk.
This isn't necessarily the place to come if you're looking for paid work.
well, it doesn't necessarily have to be money, knowledge, or
You know, the silly
Something-
thing is, I still wanted to go to the dwarf place before this one, so... I mean, it's not even that the bar called me. It's like, they didn't want to go to the bar I wanted to go to.
Hey guys, I found the
Silence.
golden exclamation mark.
That you did.
What?
I thought it was going to be in the bar, but it was not.
There was a joke earlier about this sounding.
We'll probably find one here too.
This
We'll probably
city
find
has
one in the bar too.
sounded like an adventure city, and they were joking about how there was going to be a person with an exclamation point over their head to give them a quest.
And I found
Tom found that person.
Isn't tight.
Well, it doesn't have to be gold or really anything like that. I'm sure they would be satisfied with
If your friends
knowledge.
wish to help for a price, I can certainly give them a job that would pay. Even a job killing ferals. A little bit of help is always appreciated, even if you're not here to join the fight permanently. But I can speak to them and we can work out terms.
Yes, they're over there at the bar.
Oh, they can come over here whenever they're ready. I'm here all the time.
Alright, so he really is that guy that has the exclamation
he doesn't
mark.
move.
He's a construct. He doesn't need to move.
That's a good point.
Yeah, they don't really eat, sleep,
Breathe.
He stays there at the doors of his.
I mean, he
Where
can
his
breathe
sister
in
is
all
and
that hot air and just be like, have you ever wondered about doing other things? And then the other construct next to him goes, nope.
Me neither.
But I look at him. Well, before I do go, I'm sure you're an extremely experienced fighter. May we spar for a moment?
Oh, my powers are more magical than physical. I suppose I could give you a little bit of a sword fight, though.
He just says sure, and then throws him into the ceiling.
Well, he makes a strange movement with his hand, and a rapier appears in midair, and he just kind of snatches it out.
No, it's a clubber. Fight.
Alright.
Fight him.
I pull out the sword and I'm like, alright, I haven't fought much with a sword, so if there's any pointers you can give me.
And he just fucking socks you. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't
Hold on,
know.
time out. I have a question.
Oh,
I'm so happy. This cursed sword that y'all have had this entire game is about to be swung for the first time.
No, it's been swung once already. She swung it at the U's and missed.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And almost got ripped out of her hands.
True that.
The second
True that.
time.
Second time. I'm
And
excited.
actually spar with someone who's.
Alright, but you're about to go into combat, even if it's fake combat. So, we'll come back to you.
Actually, it sounds like a video again. But, at the bar...
YouTube.